And right now on the Keys Network, we got ESPN under the microscope by the people. Let's get into it. What's good? What's good? What's good? It's your man's DJ Key Product, the Chicago Mixtape Supplier, back with another one. If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell so every time I drop new work over here on the Keys Network, you know what's going on. All right, so for the past couple days, ESPN has been under the microscope for how they cover certain athletes and different situations they may get into on the field, off the field, or on the court, off the court type deal, right? So Josh Giddey of the Oklahoma City Thunder is under investigation, originally by the NBA, I believe, and then now the police have gotten involved for him allegedly having a relationship with an underage girl. So not too many details have surfaced about this particular situation. But then a few days later, the story with Von Miller, the situation with Von Miller of the Buffalo Bills, that came to the forefront. And when they covered that, they actually covered the Von Miller situation. But it took other YouTubers and pretty much people that patronize ESPN and avid viewers of ESPN to come forward and say, hey, why y'all not talking about this Josh Giddey situation? Why y'all not talking about this? And this is that and the third. Now, the Von Miller, here's how the two situations are similar. The Von Miller situation, not enough details, but yet it was still covered. The Josh Giddey situation, insufficient details. So both situations have insufficient details, but one got covered and the other didn't. So a lot of people are saying that this is like a black and white thing. And on First Take, I believe this was Friday's episode of First Take, if I'm not mistaken. It was either Thursday or Friday last week. They had a whole panel talking about the Von Miller situation. But that same exact energy was non-existent when Josh Giddey stuff came to the surface. Now, I have the audio pulled up on my phone for that particular segment on First Take. Now, I don't want to get hit with copyright, so I'm not going to show the video, but I'm going to at least play the audio. So hopefully this is fair use, and YouTube don't hit me with the copyright. But here it is. Here is what First Take had to say when they covered the Von Miller situation. Here you go.
Reported this morning that an arrest warrant has been issued in Dallas for Bills linebacker Von Miller for allegedly assaulting his pregnant girlfriend. Here's the statement from the Bills this morning. We were made aware of an incident.
And again, keep in mind the word alleged. It's alleged. Just like Josh Giddey allegedly had a relationship with an underage girl. Allegedly. But yet they ain't had no panel talking about his thing. But there's one here. Yeah, all right. All right, come on.
Incident involving Von Miller. We're in the process of gathering more information and we'll have no further comment at this point.
Here goes Stephen A.
All right. Stephen A.
See? Here you go.
First things first. We don't know all the facts. We heard this report, obviously an arrest warrant being
You don't have all the
issued is a
facts.
very, very serious matter. Without knowing anything, let's just make sure we make this general statement that everybody at this table will agree with. Keep your hands off women. Do not put your hands on women if you are a man.
We're going to dissect that.
Let's get that out of the way.
All right.
Having said all of that, on a separate issue, there's something going on in the NBA with Josh Giddey. Mm-hmm. And what I've said and what numerous others have said is we don't know all the facts. So if we have to take that position with him, with allegations of dealing with a minor, and we want to sit up there and say, wait until we have all the facts, same thing to Von Miller. But it does not look good for him to be in this situation.
Okay, let me stop you right there for a second. I'm gonna play the whole thing, but you don't have all the facts. The two are kind of similar. Only one is with a minor, and the other, there's no evidence of, oh, he did it. And they talking like this man did it. They talking like he did it. And then I was gonna wait until after the sound bite, but I'm like, I might as well touch it now. I get it. You know, don't put your hands on a woman. We've all heard that before, but why he ain't say, hey, nobody should be putting their hands on nobody? Come on, man. Come on, man. We don't know. Everything is up in the air. Everything is speculation. It's up in the air. But yo, man, like, I don't know, bro. It's corporate for you, man.
There is nothing good about this for him, nor the Bills, nor society as a whole with all the nonsense that we're having to deal with in this day and age. Do not put your hands on a woman.
Nor
That's what I have to say.
pregnant girlfriend or the future child.
Of course, Molly had to throw that in there.
I mean,
Yes.
All right.
it's again, we don't have the facts. It's
Person number
disturbing
2.
from off the field, but when you talk about, again, if you just keep it on the field, the Buffalo Bills and what they're trying to do in the state of their season, Von Miller being a leader on this team, an integral part of this team, but beyond that, I would look at him as sort of like an elder statesman of the game.
Okay.
And for this to come down, it is troubling. It's troubling, especially, you know, the Bills have had sort of issues before with kickers and stuff like that.
Now, it's alleged.
We don't know how this will be resolved.
Right.
You just want to keep things about football. When these things happen, now you're looking at a guy, you don't know what's going to happen here. You don't know.
See. I keep going back to, we don't have all these people. There is a whole panel talking about this man. But there was no panel when it was Josh Giddey. Y'all see how it's not consistent. The outrage is not consistent. The energy is not consistent. It's not consistent. Like that segment should have been over after. Okay, yeah, this is what we know so far. It's alleged that he put his hands on his, I don't know if that was his girlfriend or what have you. It's alleged. We don't know all the details. When more details come to the surface, we will report on it. This, that, and the third. And it should have went to the next thing. These people got a whole panel talking about this. It's a whole panel. So that's 2 people. Actually, no, 3 if you count Molly. 3 people done said something so far. We're going to let this lady finish. And she was talking about the team, just the playing team. But then she going to get into the situation after that. And then other people going to, all right, we're going to see. All right.
This is a huge month for this team, and it is disturbing.
Okay.
Yeah, listen, I echo a lot of what Stephen A. said, first and foremost.
Damian Woody, he was former NBA player, NFL player. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You shouldn't even have to be saying these things in this day and age. You would think,
Right.
with all these type of incidences that keep happening, like keep your damn hands to yourself.
Okay, we know that.
Without we're so light on facts right now. You just gotta let the process play itself out. But more important,
everybody keeps saying we don't have all the facts, but yet we're still talking about it. We still talking about it. If it was the same, Josh Giddey has allegedly had a relationship with a underage girl. We don't know all the facts. We don't know all the details, but he's being investigated by the NBA and the police department. When more details become available, we will report it, and that's that. Didn't have that on First Take or anywhere on ESPN until they were made to talk about it due to pressure from other content creators and just the viewers. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody, it's almost like I ain't gonna say rehearsed, but everybody's saying the same thing. We all know you shouldn't be putting your hands on anybody. We know these things. And I get it, it still happens. But damn, y'all got a whole panel. Because it's y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. And a lot of people have said it's a black and white thing. Yeah. Kind of looks like that now. Because Von Miller is black. Josh Giddey is white. Just saying.
But I mean, for me, I look at on the field because that's where I think we can definitely talk about.
Right.
Okay, look at
So
on
I
the
think
field.
Buffalo needs. I mean, you're sitting here 6-6. You're 10th place in the AFC. You're fighting for your playoff lives.
Okay.
And now one of your quote unquote leaders is now caught up in a potential domestic violence situation. That is not where
Which
you
we
want.
all condemn.
Yeah,
Realize the gravity of that.
It is just ridiculous, and it's just very unfortunate for not only the two parties involved in the situation, but for the Buffalo Bills as an organization.
Honestly, my thoughts and hope and prayer
You're the
is
last
that the
person.
woman and the child are okay.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
where my mind immediately went to.
Okay.
And then, if the allegations become to be true, then the NFL is going to have to handle it the proper way, in a pretty extreme way as well. Because I'm with Stephen A. Everyone, no matter what the situation is, you do not touch a woman.
Yeah.
So I heard another video. There was another video. I forget who did it. They brought up how, okay, what if you're in a situation where it's life or death? You got a woman coming at you with a weapon. I'm just supposed to get killed? I can't do anything to defend myself? That's a possibility too. If you're in a situation where your life is in imminent danger, and it could be at the hands of a woman, you got to do something to protect yourself. Now, we get it. There's guys that are crazy, and if you let's say you had a taste for tacos and she made steak instead, and you beat her up for making the wrong dinner, okay, then throw those people in jail. But again, it's alleged, and it's not enough details that have come to the surface. There's a whole panel. I can't get past the fact that they had a whole 4-minute segment on this man and what he supposedly allegedly did. Oh yeah, finish your thought, man. Finish your thought.
It's putting
she's okay.
two people in danger.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm right where you are. That's what's paramount here. All right, we will leave it there.
All right, that was the end of that. Listen, man. So earlier last week too, I should probably highlight this as well. Dez Bryant, former Dallas Cowboys member, former NFL player, he actually tweeted at Malika Andrews because, and a lot of people, when the Josh Giddey stuff broke, and then primarily, we're gonna put Von Miller to the side. When the Josh Giddey stuff broke, everybody that's a patron of ESPN, ESPN Plus, the ESPN YouTube channel, all of that, people that watch ESPN faithfully, when the Josh Giddey stuff broke, they were looking for her to speak about that. She didn't speak about it. She didn't talk about it. until the pressure came. Just like other anchors and other personalities didn't touch it until the pressure came. It took pressure. It took the applying of pressure and us watching them. Like, what are y'all gonna do? Are y'all gonna talk about this? The bottom line. Let me finish the Des Bryant thing. But yeah, he tweeted at her. He was like, "Man, you know, your parents raised you wrong, and you know, why would a former athlete, primarily in the NBA, why would they sit across from you and look at you with any type of respect?" Like, man, he got deep. He got deep, and some other people was like, "Man, he ain't go far enough." Like that was small potatoes compared to how hard he should have went. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's just crazy. And I get it. They have bosses, they have a hierarchy, and they have people that, you know, okay, we're gonna touch on this, we're gonna touch on that, and they have to do what they're told to do, okay? Because it's a job, yes. And you have superiors. So if they give you the story, hey, you need to talk about this, that, and the third. You got to do it. Otherwise, you don't eat. You don't get paid, and they're gonna look at each other like, why we hire her or why we hire him. That's kind of what Stephen A said on his podcast. So I get it to that extent. I understand that, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. You know, when certain things come to the forefront, the energy just has to be the same. It has to be the outrage and the outcry has to be the same, no matter what it is, or no matter who's at fault or who's the culprit. You know, let's go to the domestic violence thing, which is what Von Miller is allegedly under the microscope for. So it's alleged. There's no proof that he did this. But if you look at Dana White, there's actually video of him putting his hands on his wife. There's video of it. So it's confirmation. But then you got Stephen A going on First Take talking about he's a friend. And his tone was so mellow and calm, almost soothing, when it was Dana White. But then you got these other people that get caught in situations, primarily us, blacks, and your tone is amplified. It's amplified. So that's just how it go over there at ESPN. Unfortunately, that's just how it go. And some people are really seeing it, and they're like, "Man, we can't even patronize these people no more." And they done. They're done. And so, you know, moral of the story: no matter who it is, and you know what you cover in the media, the energy has to be the same. It's got to be consistent. But what say you? Drop a comment, leave a like, hit that subscribe, and hit that bell. And until next time, hey.